Hi guys, it's so good to see you back again. Can you believe it? We're already on our next door of our advent calendar. I hope you've been enjoying all the previous ones so far. I know that I've certainly been enjoying them and giving you my creative take on them. Many of which have been, well, a combination of simplistic, maybe a little bit more advanced, starting to incorporate some of the other items from the doors from the advent calendar and bringing in some other items as well. Purposely try and not use so many other items because I know that many of you from our from Crafter's Companion maybe are relatively new to us, and you haven't been buying our stuff for that long, so therefore you're not going to have an abundance of Crafter's Companion products. So therefore that's why I purposely try to stay away from a lot of other main kind of collections, including, incorporating, the odd die or something like that here, there and everywhere. But even if you don't have the same one, hopefully it's one that you'll have something similar. For instance, top of my head, like a thank you die is maybe something that you've got. But with this one, of course, when it comes to our next door of our advent calendar, this one is door number 8. If you haven't already, I know many of you already have, which that means subscribing, which is so good for you that have been subscribing, because it just means whenever any of these videos, or after advent calendar videos are done, any other tutorials that I do, they're going to pop up on your YouTube channel for you to watch. Or of course on your YouTube. But then if you hit that bell notification, it just means as soon as I upload one, then you're going to be notified to say I've got a new tutorial there for you to then follow. And then if you do like them and enjoy them, give me a little thumbs up. I would really appreciate that a lot. But yeah, all these videos that I do, all these tutorials that I do, they all stay here on my YouTube channel, Crafter's Companion YouTube channel, and they stay there forever. They're not going anywhere, so you'll be able to dot back time and time again and rewatch them till your heart's content. In actual fact, there's still some from last year's advent calendar up that you can always go back and have a little watch as well. But it is all about our 2023 advent calendar. Let's bring it in. Let's bring in our calendar for us to delve into and see what delights we have got today. Now, let's open it up. Let's delve in to our calendar and see what we've got. So let me just zoom out a little bit more so we can see it all. There we go. So we're on door number 8. So we are needing to look for door number 8, which is it on this side? Don't think so. Here we go. Down here. We're down here. Let's open sesame, he says. Let's see if we can get that in. Let's see if we can. Because you know what I'm like by now. I try and keep it all in one piece. I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know why. I just am. But let's go in. We've got Easter. Easter theme. We've got our Easter bunny in the egg. We've got a little egg. We've got a carrot. And we've got a die to go with the Easter egg and the carrot. So we'll have a look. Actually, I've got my card blank here. So let's have a look as to our character. Let me try and get away from that light. We've got our bunny rabbit in that eggshell. We've also then got our Easter egg and the carrot. And then we've got our 2 dies to go with it. Now this one here, we're going to do a fair bit of colouring. So the good thing when it comes to all of these videos that you guys love is the fact that I do it in real time. So therefore there's no edit, there's no skips, there's no nothing. What I do is what you see. So therefore you're going to see me colouring all that we're going to do. But what we're also going to do as well, a little bit of masking. I love masking. So therefore you can either bring in your Crafter's Companion masket roll, or I'm going to bring in my masket sheets. They are pretty much exactly the same. Ours is on a masking roll. The Stix2s that I use are just on a masking sheet. So what we need to do is we need to start the basis of our stamping. Now we're going to do this within white multi-purpose. No, we're not. We're going to do it within Nina cardstock. And what I'm also then going to do is we're going to do a lovely little 4x6 card. So I'm going to cut my Nina cardstock to, I'm going to say 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And that's going to be my layer here. What I'm then going to do is let's bring in my bunny rabbit. I'm going to also bring in my stamping platform. Let's bring my stamping platform in here. So let's take, actually, I tell you what, before, actually no, we're okay. Let's take our discs, and I'm going to try and line it up the best that I can, because I want to try and get it as central as I can. It'll make sense why just shortly. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I need to come down a little bit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7.5. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7.5. 1 2 3 1/2. 1 2 3 1/2. Right, yo, I'm all central here. What we can then do is let's bring in our cute little bunny rabbit, and I'm going to use our tri-blends for this. And what I'm also doing is I'm just want to try and get this one central, hence why I want to get my cardstock central. So let's stamp our bunny rabbit, and because it's brand new, I've not used it, I'm going to go in with my translucent clear ink pad just to kind of prime it. And I'm also going to go in with my Noir Black alcohol proof ink pad, because we're going to do our alcohol colouring. So let's get that where we want it. Let's press that in like so, and then we've got our cute character, our cute little bunny rabbit that we can see here. What I'm then going to do, before we go any further, let's take my masking sheet like so, and where's my scissors? Bring in my scissors. So I only need a small bit just to stamp onto. Let's just snip that away. And yeah, that's going to be big enough. So all that I'm going to do, so Stix2's masket sheet has got like a papered back. That's what we're going to stamp onto. Now don't worry about, you don't need to see through. I'm just roughly positioning it so I can stamp onto the masket sheet. And it doesn't need to be straight or anything like that, because all that I'm wanting to do is an outline for me to cut around. So let's take that one away. So I've now got my same bunny. Now if you're using our Crafter's Companion masket roll, you're just going to unroll it, stamp, and then fussy cut all the way round. So once we have done that, let's move all these bits out of the way. I'm going to take, just going to take that excess off for now, because we'll be moving that to the side shortly. What I'm also going to try and do is tidy as I'm going, just to save me that little bit of time. And that bit of masking sheet that I've just used there, you don't need it all. You don't need it all. Like, I could have cut an even smaller rectangle and that would have been fine, but it was just so I knew that I was going to get it perfectly on that masket sheet. And then what we need to do is we need to fussy cut. So we're going to fussy cut all the way around. And then what I'm going to do at the moment is the cracked eggshell at the bottom, I'm just going to ignore. I will use it, but at the time being, I'm just going to ignore. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the way around. I'm also going to just roughly cut in here just now, get rid of that excess by following all the way around, get rid of most of what we don't need. Let's then get into here all the way around and rid of all that. What we can then do is go in and then cut. Now I'm cutting just to that outer edge line, so I'm not cutting on it, I'm just cutting just to the outer edge. So I'm still seeing that full black outline of the bunny rabbit. So let's just work our way all the way up. And then if you've got any little fiddly little bits, just cut in the way. It's easier for yourself. I'm going to then work our way round into place. Follow all the way around. Again, we're just going to keep it just to that outer edge, so we're still seeing that full black edge all the way around. You can leave yourself a little bit more of an edge if you want to. That'll just leave a little bit of a halo outline when we come and stamp. But we're just cutting in like so. And then once we've got all the way around to the bottom, we're just going to round that into the bottom, and then we've got our mask. So then what we'll do is we're going to peel that back end off. I just discard the back end because this we can use over and over again, and I'll just stick to the back of my stamped packet. And then we're going to overlay bang center over the top. So try not get my head in the way, but we are essentially wanting to get that right over the top. So start in one position and work it in. Like so. And then what I'm also going to do is let's go in with some of these. Now this bit is optional. If you don't want to fussy cut all these tiny little bits, I wouldn't worry too much. The only thing is once we come and stamp, there is potential we're going to stamp over each other, and therefore if we overlay one on top of the other, it can get a little bit muddied. But I know not everyone wants to or can fussy cut this small. Once again, we're just going to take these little bits here. Let me bring in a pokey tool. And it's a very, very light tack. Press that on. And I might not need these ones, but I'm going to do them anyway, just in case. So there's smaller one. In actual fact, I'm going to cut it out, but I'm going to set it to the side because no, actually we won't. So I will need that one that I've done. Yep, I will need, and I'll need this largest one as well. So let's cut these ones out. So the smaller ones that we had there we don't need. Let's take that, work our way around and chop them out. Once I've then got that, we're just going to peel that off, take that one off. And then that can turn it the right way. Nope, that was the right way. Pop that onto there. Right, so now that we've got our bunny and the egg mask and these two little bits, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make sure my stamp is clean. Of course you can probably clean it, but I'm going to come along, and then for this I'm going to overlay ever so slightly into there, and I'm bringing the rabbit down a little bit. Let's press left, and let's do that again. So let's ink up, and that priming with the translucent clear ink pad, you only need to do that once you've done it for the very first time. Just going to then press that into place and remove. And then what I'm going to do once again, let's just take that excess off. The reason I'm taking all that excess off is because if I don't, and I lay it down to kind of get it in the right position, I'm going to leave a little bit of an imprint. So that one is going to come in to here. I'm going to come up to about there. I think that's going to be a-okay. Yep. Back in. Lifting it up. And then let's apply that back. Remove. Perfect. So that's us got our design. So I can move that out the way now because I've got all the bits that I want. So let's set that out the way. What I am going to do is move that, and let's move that out the way. Also, just while I am here, let's take another bit of the Nina cardstock. This time I'm just going to use a stamping lot. Actually, do you know what? I have forgotten to do something. Not that it matters, it won't affect. So let's carry on with this bit for now. I'm going to go in with one Easter egg, 2 Easter eggs, and let's do the same with a carrot. 1 carrot, 2 carrots, like so. Let's come back in with this. Now, what we're then going to do is let's take these little bits off. I'm going to pop these onto the back of one of the sheets that we can see there. So if I then come in a little bit closer for you. So as we start to peel that off, that's now in the foreground, which is cool. I love that effect. But then what we're going to do is we're still going to use this. So let's peel that off once again carefully. Let's pop it to that side. Overlay. Now this bit doesn't need to be neat because it's just this corner that I'm wanting. So I'm going to go back in with my carrot. Now we could still have done this on our stamping platform if I hadn't moved it. And let's come in here, and I'm just going to come out to the side. So we've got that overview, lift, and then we've got that carrot popping out from the side. No, we're not. Easter egg popping out from the side. Going to do the same on this one here. So this bit doesn't need to be neat, it's more just this corner that I'm wanting to be leveled up. Once again, I'm going to come in and press, and then that is our Easter egg. And then to finish off, let's just peel that off because I don't need that now. Take that off, so we've got our scene. We're starting to build our scene when it comes to our bunny rabbit and the egg. And with the carrot, I don't need to worry about the masking. I'm just going to come in, just do one there, and then I'm going to then come in with one there. That's it. Happy with that. Really happy with that. Let's move all that out the way. Let's move all that out the way. And that's all that. So we're good to colour. We're ready to start colouring. Let me get all these little bits. There, and there. We will need the dyes just shortly. But let's focus on colouring just now. So I need to take a piece of cardstock. So let me just take a piece of card here and just use black. And then we're going to take my copy. Now I've got a load of classic pens here. No, I don't. That's a fib. I've got a load of tri-blends. So let's start with the bunny rabbit. So the rabbit, I'm just going to colour in all the same. So I'm going to go in with my ice grey 2. And we're going to lay that ice grey 2. Now with these, go and dry. I'm not necessarily bothered about the 3-tone blend. I'm going to go in with that light tone. And then what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of depth from the dark tone. So going in with the light. All of my tri-blends, ice greys are running dry. So I'm going to go into that darker edge and I'm going to come down. I'm going to come down and just round the eye, the mouth, the whiskers and underneath it. That's all that I'm doing. So again, I'm not doing the 3-tone blend. Let's bring in my classic. So this is still just ice grey 2, but instead of using it from a tri-blend, I'm using it from a classic. Once again, I'm going to go in with that darker tone. I'm going to come round, up, and round. So it's ice grey 2 and ice grey 5 that I'm using. So there's that one. And so I need to do the same on the little paws there. Adding a bit of depth. I'm going to go in with the paws. We're doing exactly the same when it comes to each of the bunny rabbits. We're not doing anything different. We're going in, keeping it really simple. You don't even need to go in with the ice grey 5 if you don't want to, but it's just nice how it builds up that little bit of depth. So I'm going to come down, and because the alcohol's still evaporating, it will take a little bit of that harsh edge away from the ice grey 5, so you don't need to worry about blending. Coming down, round into there, and then last bunny rabbit. I'm going to go in, lay that colour down around the ears. And then, because I'm not necessarily doing a main blend, what I am going to do at the end is come in with a white gel pen and just add that little bit more detail as well with a white gel pen, which really does help. So go in and around there. And just wait, turn my heater off because it's getting awful hot in here now. And then there's my characters, my rabbits, my little rabbits. For the next one, what I'm going to do is pale pink blend, and that's just going to be for the centre of their ears. Once again, I'm not necessarily doing the 3-tone blend. I'm really just doing a 2-tone. Going in with the light and the dark. So just going in with the light that we can see here. And same into there. Then what we're going to do is, that's pretty much all that I'm doing with the bunny rabbits. So let's go in next with, we're going to go in next with the fair skin. So the eggs, what we're going to do, we're going to go fair skin with the eggs. So light one first. Let's just lay that light tone down. And then going to go into that darker edge. I'm going to come about 1/3 of the way in from each side. I'm going to blend that in just a tiny little bit into there. I'm going to go back and just add that little bit more darkness into the edge there while I can. Now for all of these, essentially, I'm just going to cover over all that detail, and the reason being is all of that detail, the love hearts and the strips, I am going to colour, but the colour I'm going to use is a much darker colour, so therefore it makes it a lot easier to colour in. So instead of going in all the fine little detail, just colour over the whole lot. And then what I'll do is, before I move on to the other eggs, we'll finish this one just so you can see what I mean. So again, just into there, into there. I'm going to add a little bit of depth at the back of that cracked egg there. So now, just to show you what I meant, we're going to go in with the pink violet blend. And we've got a couple of fine lines, so we're just going to go in along that one. We're going to miss one. And we're going to go in with the next one. I'm then going to do the same when it comes to this one here. So purple, miss one, next line. Then that in between, we're going to go in with the green turquoise, like so. So as you can see, you would not know that we've coloured over the fair skin to start with. And then the love hearts, we're just going to go in with our red. Let's add the red into there, there, and then there. And then there we go. We've got our bunny rabbits that we can see in that eggshell. But we'll add that little bit of detail later on when it comes to a white gel pen. We're going to repeat all of that once again. So the fair skin blend, we're going to go, and I'm just going to colour in that whole lot. So going in with that light tone to start with. So you don't always have to overcomplicate your colouring. So going in with the light. Let's add that bit of darkness to the back. And then actually we're going to add that darkness just to the cracks there. There and then there. And for this one, let's add that round with the darker shade. Blend that in with the mid shade. Blend in with the dark shade. I'm going to come along, and while we're doing the fair skin blend, I'm going to colour in that one. So laying that light source down, going in with the dark there. Work our way round towards the bottom. Blend that out. And then into there. So that is that one. So let's recap all that additional detail. So the darkest out the pink violet blend. I'm just going to go just with the tip of my tri blend. Into there. We're not doing any blending or shading, so we can just go direct in with the colour each time. I'm going to go back into the green turquoise blend, and we're using the darkest shade. Into there. And into there. And we're going to go into the red. Colour in the love hearts. There, there. There and there. There we go, it's coming together quite nicely. Then we are going to do, let's do all the broken bits while we're here. So still using that fair skin blend. We're just going to colour in each of these, and then all that I'm doing is I'm going in with that light tone. And then where we've got those kind of like shadow edges to them, that's where I'm just going to go in with a darker tone. So I'm not necessarily doing, well, I'm not doing a 3-tone blend within this one. I'm just following those highlights. You can see there. Into there. And yeah, yep, happy with that one. Then we're then going to, let's do the carrot. So the carrot, we're going to use the orange blend, keeping that really simple as well. Going to go in with the light tone and add a little bit of darkness from that darker tone, and that's all that we're going to do, because we'll add a tiny little bit of highlight from our white gel pen. So all I've done there is went in with the light, and then where we've got the highlight lines, I've gone in with that little bit of dark. Then for the top of the carrot, I'm just going to use the dull green blend. I'm just going to use that mid-tone. No blending, no shading, no nothing like that. And then that's that one. Then for our eggs, let's use light yellow blend. But I'm going to use the darkest side. So I'm going to use the darkest side. And that's because, just to create that little bit extra shade, the yellow. So that was the light yellow blend. I'm then going to go into the yellow green blend. And just with that lightest tone, I'm just going to run along there. I'm going to do the same on this one here. So this one being the light yellow blend, and I'm using the darkest shade into there. And once again, with the yellow-green blend, I'm going to go in with the lightest. And I'm just running along just the bottom, just into there. We're going to go back into the green turquoise blend. And we're going to go in with a light. And we are going to do a little bit of shading. So going with the dark. Now into the mid. Blend out. And blend out. Do the same here. Into there. Going with the dark to blend out. And then we're just going to blend that in. And then for the little dots, what we're going to do is pink, violet. And I'm just going to go in with that no I'm not. I'm going to go in with that light tone. And do dot, 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 and dot. And then that is our main image. The only thing we're going to do is we're going to go round, but this time we're going to go with the ice blue blend, so the IB1, only because I've used the ice grey, so therefore just a little bit of a change. We're just going to go in with the ice blue, and we're going to go all the way round, so every part of the image. What we're going to do is we're just going to draw all the way round. Into here. All the way round. So wherever you've got that edge of your design, we're going to draw around. That also goes and means the inner parts as well, so any of your inner apertures. Into there, into there. Follow around. I'm conscious of the fact that I'm twisting and turning this, but I know you'd be doing the same. If you've got your rotate design board, that will help, but you're getting the gist of what I'm doing. I'm just drawing around all the way around our design. And it will soften slightly once the alcohol starts to evaporate. And that's it. That is our build of our characters. But before we go any further, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to go in with my white gel pen. Some of it's going to be subtle than others. And I'm just going in and I'm just adding some little lines. So round there and underneath, round there, underneath, round there and underneath. And then going to go in a couple of quick lines when it comes to the Easter egg. And then in that pink violet, just very few quick dots. Very quick, few dots. In the carrots, a couple of lines, nowhere specific as such, just want to get those little lines in. Same with the love hearts, dot, 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 all the way along, just creating that little bit of a natural highlight. And I think that should maybe just go in just Just a couple of quick lines into there, maybe just a couple onto the broken egg, and then that'll do. That'll do for that. So what I'm going to do, now that I've got that done, I'm going to trim it, because the card that I'm going to do is the card blank that I'm doing is 4x6. And I don't know why I've done 4 1/4. It meant to be a lot smaller than that. So I'm going to come down. So let's come down 1/4 inch. So I'm going to take 1/4 inch off all the way round for now. Yeah, there. And there. So I've got my cute little characters there. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to come off 1/4 inch from the top, 1/4 inch on that side, and 1/4 inch off this side. That's going to, of course, make it 1 inch. You can see I'm just going to even that up just a little bit more. There. And there. Just so I've kind of got it the same size all the way round. And there's our cute characters, our cute bunny rabbits in the Easter egg shells. Before we go on to the individual eggs, let's go in with, is that going to be enough? Do you want lighter or do you want darker? Let's go light. Going to go in with the yellow. So that was from the 12x12 texture bright. And then from the neutrals, let's go in with a dark grey. So that is just over 5 1/4. So what is that? So we are just over 5 1/4. Just 5 1/4, just over 5 1/4. Yeah, just there you go, that's it. We're even all the way right now. So I'm going to go 3 1/2 inches by 5 1/2 inches. So I just need to straighten this up. So 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. That's fine, I just need to take a little slither off of there. That's fine. So that's that one. And then once again, with this one, because that's 3 1/2 by 5 1/2, let's do 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. That's fine, let's just take a little bit off of there. That's going to give me a little grey matten layer. Perfect. That's going to be absolutely spot on. So let's move these bits out the way. And then I'm going to move that out the way for now. Let's bring back these in here. And I'm going to do what I usually say not to do, and I'm going to colour first. But I know if I secure these down, they're going to be fine once I colour. So I'm going to colour these in the exact same way. So light yellow blend. I'm going to go in with that lightest one first. And then we're going to go in with the yellow green blend. So I'm just replicating exactly what I've done on the main image itself. So let's do both these eggs at the same time. go in with the light yellow to here. And you don't need to blend these out, just creates that highlight. Green turquoise blend. Because they're quite small, I'm just going to do all these bits together. So go in with that dark tone, into there, into there, into there, into there, and into there. Blend, blend, blend. And blend. And then we're going to go into the pink violet, the light one again. And we're just going to colour in the dots. All of these into there, 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 there. Let's go in with our orange. Colour in, we're just going to go in with a couple of little bits of the darker tone. And we're going to go into the dull green. Once again, we're just going to go in with that mid-tone and blend that out. I'm going to go in with the ice blue once again and draw around. But what I'm also going to do, just so that I've guessed correctly, I'm just going to give myself a bigger circle. That just means once I've cut it, I know that the full edge is going to be having a surround of the ice blue, and I'm not going to have to come in and fill some bits, which isn't the big deal. And then the last one. There we go. Let's take these ones and these ones. And it says this is where, if you are going to do the colouring first, just make sure that these are secure. They're secured. Spot on. So the last thing you want to do is spend that time colouring, and then the die slips and cuts everything that you've just been colouring. At least if it did, you've not wasted a lot of time colouring with the small eggs and carrot, but still, you want to avoid it if you can. So let's cut these ones out. So there's one egg and one carrot. Let's take these ones off here. And we're essentially just going to do that once again. So let's line that up. And then line that one up into here. Press that in and run it through. And then that is us now ready to assemble. Oops, our card. Now the one bit that I have forgot to do, that I would like to be doing, let's go in with our insert. So another bit of yellow, and I'm just going to go in with get a piece of white multi-purpose. I'm not going to do yellow, I'm going to do grey because that's the darkest tone on the outer edge. So my card blank is 4 by 6, so I'm going to do my grey 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then my white is going to be 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. Perfect. So let me get my tape here. And it's coming to the end of this roll. Oh, right to the end of it as well. I need to get another one just shortly. It's in my other box. So let's take that off. Let's do the rest with our glue. Let's pop that into there. Bring in our card blank and add that one on as well. That can go into the middle. And then that's our insert ready to write in, stamp in, print something out and attach that in. So there's that one. Let's take that. Actually, bear with me while I go and get some more double-sided tape. I feel like I've lost my arm without my roll of tape. Right, bear with me. Is there any? Did I put any there? Nope. Right, bear with me just a moment. Fine. You would think I would keep it in this room, wouldn't you? Some of the Stix2 boxes in the spare room. Right. Here we go. That's better. Feels weird when I'm not using it. So we're going to add that to the back and add that to our card blank. That can go onto our grey. There. Really cute. Cute characters. I keep saying characters. It's just the one character. There's that one. And that one can then go onto the front. Oh, have I cut that in time? Oh, we have. Phew. It's the only thing about using dry adhesive. Look. And then let's bring these in. And I know we've got our happy Easter sentiment from the other days, but I don't know if I do want an sentiment on. I might just leave it without the sentiment. because I don't always think you need them. The good thing is they're there if you want to add it. These ones we're going to add our foam pads on. And then I'm just going to go into kind of like where they're joining. Do you know what I've not done with these? Is went in with my white gel pen. Let's go in with the white gel pen and just do dot, dot, exactly as we've done before. A few little wispy white lines into there. I'm going to do the same with the carrot. And then let's take and get my head in the way. Just going to use some small square foam pads. Pop that one off and that one off. That can go there. And that can go there. And then there we go. Yeah, I'm not adding a sentiment on. You can if you want, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that off. You can then add whatever sentiment you want, should you wish to. Maybe you want to use the Happy Easter from the other day, but I'm going to keep it clean and simple like that one. And then you can come along and add to it if you so wish. And there we go. Let's bring that a little bit closer for you to see our little bunny rabbits in the little eggshell that you can see there. Then we've also got our Easter egg and the little carrot all coloured in with the tri-blends that I went through. Let's go, there we go, that's better. Then you can go in with things like glossy highlights. You can go in there with your glitter pens, maybe your bit of silver glitter. Up to yourself. White glitter. You've got all those different options. But there we go. Really, really cute 4x6 card that we've done a little bit of masking, and then we've done some colouring as well, and then just elevated with some of the layers from, of course, the foam pads. Hopefully you enjoyed that one as well when it comes to all of that colour in there. If you have done, please do, of course, give me a thumbs up. As I said at the start there, do make sure you subscribe and that you hit that bell notification. But that is it. That's now door number 8 done of our advent calendar. Number 8 just means now, of course, tomorrow when you come back, we're going to be doing door number 9. And as to what is behind door number 9, well, you'll find out, well, tomorrow in 24 hours time, and we'll see what we're going to be creating with that item behind that door. Thank you once again for your company here on my Crafter's Companion YouTube channel when it comes to, of course, these tutorials with our Crafter's Companion 2023 advent calendar. Until tomorrow, I will see you then for door number 9. We'll see you then. Bye.